Changes are coming to the NYPD. They were outlined by Mayor de Blasio today. A shift in funding is just part of the reform plan, which the mayor calls a transformative movement. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez has more.
For more than a week, protesters have marched throughout the 5 boroughs fighting for justice and equality. Ongoing frustration that boiled over after the death of George Floyd at the hands of police.
People do not protest for the sake of protest. They protest to achieve change, and now we must deliver that change.
Today, Mayor de Blasio announced a series of police reforms, including a shift in funding from the NYPD to youth and social services, moving the enforcement for street vending out of the NYPD to a civilian agency, and adding community ambassadors to the NYPD to serve as liaisons between officers and New Yorkers. The initiatives were developed in part by the mayor's task force on racial inclusion and equity, co-chaired by his wife, Shirlane McCray.
We must use this moment to transform our pain, to be stronger and take action.
The mayor did not say how much funding the city would cut from the NYPD's $6 billion annual budget to give to social services. We're still waiting for the police department to respond to our request for comment. The Police Benevolent Association said it had nothing to say about the mayor's police reform pledge, which also calls to repeal 50A, the law that keeps police officers' personnel records confidential. In recent days, there have been cases of alleged police misconduct, which brought more attention to the issue. The Detectives Union president released a statement saying, "Our work to keep people safe at any cost is being drowned out by calls to defund police departments and arrest officers based on a few seconds of video on social media. There is zero backing for the men and women in blue by our elected officials. Their decisions are based on appeasing the loudest anti-police protesters instead of fact."
Police unions have held back progress in New York City and New York State, period.
Governor Cuomo introduced the Say Their Name police reform agenda, which would make police disciplinary actions transparent and would ban police chokeholds.
Even if you agree, okay, the reforms are right, and even if the police said, I understand the reforms, I can live with them, you still have a lot of emotion that is going to have to be worked through.
Legislation may be immediate, but cultural change will take time. Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.